Magandang Sabado sa inyong lahat. I am your Kalokal Carlo at andito ka sa Kalokal TV, your collaborative tourism channel. Taga rito ka. Okay, ano ga, kumusta kayong lahat? Muli isang mapagpalang Sabado sa inyong lahat. Dito sa Kalokal TV, we deliver the latest updates about tourism, particularly in Region 4. And we feature interesting projects, resorts, hotels, and other tourism-related establishments na gusto nyong puntahan o na-miss nyong balikan this pandemic. Yes naman, binabalikan. Local TV supports sustainable tourism, ecotourism, agrotourism, and we promote also world-class real estate developments in the region, particularly in Calabarzon and Mimaropa. Kaya at dahil taga rito ka, tara! Ngayong hapon, susubukan nating alamin kung okay na nga gang pumunta sa mga lugar na na-miss nating puntahan at ano nga ba yung mga guidelines sa mga karatig probinsya kung gusto nating mag-travel at mag-unwind. Alam ko naman na marami na sa atin yung talagang kating-kati na talagang gumala. Talaga naman. Well, comment down below if kating-kati na kayong gumala. So, kaya let's talk about the protocols, the guidelines, the opportunities, the plans of our provinces regarding tourism. #support local. Kaya samahan niyo ako sa isang oras at mahigit pa na kwentuhan at kantahan dito lang sa Kalokal TV.
I'm going under in this time of fear, there's no one to save me. There's all or nothing, really got away, you're driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like to where you know all the pain, and now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all, and let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. I'm going under in this time of fear, there's no one to turn to. There's all or nothing way of loving, got me sleeping without you. I need somebody to know, somebody to heal, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. And now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let you go down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, and I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in yourself till we come back around. But now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. And let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, and now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love.
Welcome to Kalokal TV, your collaborative tourism channel. Hello sa mga taga Cavite at Oriental Mindoro dahil kayo ang bida ngayong araw na to. So I'm hoping everyone is safe and well. Sa lahat ng viewers natin ngayon, wherever you are now, sana hindi na kayo nasistress sa mga nangyayari ngayon. So don't worry dahil sabay-sabay tayong gagala ngayon. At dahil virtually nga lang, kaya tara, Cavite tayo.
Guys, gala naman tayo. Somewhere fun. Nature trip?
Do you guys really think there's paradise near Manila?
Tara! Cavite tayo!
Cavite?
Yes, Cavite.
First up, leisure parks.
Pakinggan mo ang iyong puso, patahimikin ang gulo. Sipatin mo kung saan tutungo, lugar na higit pa sa paraiso.
Mala Jurassic Park Adventure man o around the world tour in a single day, sagot na rin yan ng Cavite.
Yakapin ang buhay at saya. Tara sa Cavite, hanapin ang iyong ngiti, kilalanin ang iyong sarili, balikan ng ating pinagmulan. Tara Cavite tayo.
Siyempre hindi rin papuli ang Cavite, paggat and beach hopping. Oh guys, busog na mata nyo? Chill lang! Dahil pagdating sa panlaman tiyan, bubusugin din namin kayo!
Kaping matapang. Yung kaya kang ipaglaban.
Braver coffee than her ex.
Sa Cavite, hanapin ang iyong ngiti.
But wait, there's more! Kung relaxing getaway at dream staycation naman ang trip nyo after a long but fulfilling day, Cavite na tayo! Pero ang pinakamahalagang dahilan kung bakit dapat natin bisitahin ang Cavite ay ang mga kwento ng kabayanihan at naiambag ng mga Caviteño sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas.
Buhay at saya. Tara Cavite tayo. Tara Cavite tayo. Tagumpay ng ating tahanan, walang katumbas na kayamanan. Taas noon, sabay-sabay, ang kalaya ay iwagayway.
Now that's Cavite. Cavite?
Tara! Cavite tayo!
Cavite, tabi ng iyong ngiti. Kilalanin mo ang iyong sarili. Balikan ng ating pinagmulan. Tara Cavite tayo. Tara Cavite tayo. Tara Cavite tayo. Tara Cavite tayo.
Hi. So, good afternoon. This is I'm Karen Delara from the Provincial Tourism Office. Okay, so as you can see on screen, we have the plans and programs for the province of Cavite. Okay, so among our priority programs is the formulation of the Provincial Tourism Development Plan, the Tourism Crisis Management Plan for the current crisis. We have the okay. Okay, so Cavite, for Cavite province, these are our plans and programs for the next few years. All right, first we have the formulation of the tourism development plan for the province. So that's a short-term plan for 3 years. Next, we have the tourism crisis and management plan. So next is the establishment of the tourism statistics database. Okay, I guess we're repeating the video. Sorry. Okay, so again, for the tourism plans and programs of Cavite, okay, the tourism statistics database. So, ba't nawawala? All right. Next, we have the tourism infrastructure and site development project. So this includes establishment of the Tourist Information Center, the rehabilitation of historical sites and landmarks, and the development of ecotourism sites. And then we also have the production of digital materials, especially now, no, puro virtual na yung mga ginagawa natin because of the pandemic.
Correct.
And then next, we have the creation of travel circuits, no? Gradually nag-open na ulit ang tourism. So we will be creating circuits, different circuits, no, na pwedeng pagpilian ng mga tourists when they travel to Cavite.
I see.
Okay pa ba
The
tayo,
plan,
Carlo?
Karen, the plan
Parang
for
nawala yung
the
video.
the plan for the tourism development, or for when the tourism establishments open, what is the percentage of tourism establishments na open na sa Cavite yung pwede nang puntahan? Ilang percentage to? I think merong issue sa audio ni Cavite Tourism Office. So I think after Cavite, we'll go now to Oriental, Mindoro.
Welcome to Wonderland, the birthplace of golden opportunities.
Take a look at what island frequenters and foreign tourists rave about. Together, let's see the colors of this gem of the South. And feel the warmth of more than 900,000 smiles.
Come and explore Oriental Mindoro!
Situated 140 kilometers south of Manila, Oriental Mindoro is the eastern half of Mindoro Island and is widely known as Southern Tagalog's primary food basket and tourist destination. Inviting picturesque scenes and captivating attractions are just the beginning. Take on an adventure that will let you commune with nature. Wind down and indulge in the seawater with crystalline clarity. Wallow in the powdery sand of its beautiful shores. Marvel at the natural wonders of its landscape. Soothe yourself with the sound of the city life. Most of all, feel the warmth of the Oriental Mindoreño embrace.
Feel the daylight on our skin. We are young, we feel everything. Yeah, it's starting to begin. Hear the words we were meant to sing. Close my eyes, I feel where we are, where we are. We can run all night till the dawn, till the dawn. We light it up like the stars. No more fear of hiding. Stay where we are. We're the ones. We can break the silence.
Ang galing man din.
Ang ganda man din.
Biyaheng Oriental Mindoro, tara na!
So, welcome to the province of Oriental Mindoro, the island of surprises. This is Cherry from the Provincial Tourism Office. The name Mindoro came from Mina de Oro, which literally translates to mine of gold. The Mindoro Island is located south of Manila and is divided into two provinces, which are Occidental and Oriental Mindoro. We are part of the Mimaropa region along with the provinces of Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan. Calapan City is considered as the main gateway to the province because it has the biggest seaport in Oriental Mindoro and it serves as the entry and exit point. So, Cluster 2 is known as the premier beach and water adventure destination composed of the municipalities of Puerto Galera, San Teodoro, and Baco, and it boasts of beautiful beaches, cool and refreshing rivers, and towering waterfalls. So, the next is Cluster 2, which is what we call the Lake Tourism Adventure. And it is comprised of the municipalities of Nauhan, Victoria, Socorro, and Pola, or what we call the lakeside municipalities because it borders the Nauhan Lake, the fifth largest in the country. Next is Cluster 3, or the Nature Adventure and Ecotourism Destination with the towns of Pinamalayan, Gloria, Bansud, and Pungabong. It lets you commune with nature with their bounty of natural attractions. Cluster 4 is known as the island hopping and cultural immersion destination of the province, mainly because of Bulalakao's islands and islets and the Hanuno'o Mangyan located at Mansalay. Aside from this, many other tourist attractions are present here, such as the San Rafael Cave in Rojas and the pristine beaches of Mansalay and Bulalakaw. What is our brand? Lakbay Oriental Mindoro. It encourages everyone to embark in the wonderful journey that is Oriental Mindoro. We also campaign for everyone to use our hashtags, hashtag Lakbay Oriental Mindoro and hashtag Oriental Mindoro. Ito ang gusto ko. I am also proud to present the icons of Oriental Mindoro, the symbols of our culture and identity as Oriental Mindoreños. Mahal Tana. It may also mean love, let's go, or it is an invitation to visit our province with your loved ones and your family. So in Mahal Tana stands for Mangyan, the generic name of the indigenous tribes that inhabit the interior upland of Mindoro. There are 8 ethno-linguistic groups named Iraya, Alangan, Tadyawan, Taobuid, Bangon, Buhid, Hanunuo, and Ratagnon. 7 of these tribes are found in Oriental Mindoro. We also owe our heritage and culture to the Mangyans, which is why we advocate for the preservation and appreciation of their traditions, such as the Surat Mangyan, their poetry that is called Ambahan, and their handicrafts like the Ramit, which is the hand-woven cloth. Hal is for the Halcon, a series of mountain ranges that serves as a natural boundary
of Oriental and Occidental Mindoro. It is abundant with flora and fauna, and it is considered as one of the most difficult mountains to climb in the country. Ta is for Tamaraw, or also known as the Mindoro dwarf buffalo. It is endemic in the island of Mindoro, which means you can only find Tamaraw in the island of Mindoro. They are considered as critically endangered. Sadly, Kalibasib or Kalikasang Bagong Sibol, the first and most probably the only Tamaraw in captivity, passed away just recently, ironically during the Tamaraw month, which is October. Next is Na for Nauhan Lake, the fifth largest freshwater lake in the Philippines. It has been declared as a national park by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and a wetland of national importance by the Ramsar Convention. It is home to several migratory birds, and it is abundant with freshwater fish such as tilapia and manglis, and it is a source of livelihood for the community surrounding it. So as with all other tourism destinations in the country and around the world, Oriental Mindoro's tourism industry suffered during the COVID-19 pandemic. Before the pandemic, our tourism industry looked very promising. With more than 500,000 tourist arrivals last year, it yielded receipts amounting to 4.34 billion pesos, and all of that was lost because of the pandemic. Also with this, 419 accommodation establishments with 2,760 tourism workers have lost their jobs, and 33 community-based sustainable tourism organizations suffered loss of income and livelihood during the pandemic. However, on the way to recovery and as the community quarantine and restrictions eased off, we now have 132 accommodation establishments that have already secured their authority to operate with the Department of Tourism. So among the strategies also for tourism recovery are the big ticket infrastructure projects for tourism. One of these is the Mangyan Heritage and Cultural Center, which will be located in Mansalay and will serve as a cultural hub for the preservation of the Mangyan culture and heritage. So shown in the video are the architect's perspective for the project. Next is the tourist rest area and souvenir stops. It is called the TRAS, which will be located at 5 different strategic spots along the Strong Republic Nautical Highway. This project will ensure seamless and comfortable travel within the province and will also provide livelihood opportunities to the locals. Lastly, there's the Oriental Mindoro Heritage Museum. It will be located in Calapan City, and it will serve as the repository of the province's cultural and artistic treasures that will be accessible to the public. So another project that aimed to jumpstart Oriental Mindoro's tourism industry is the reopening of Puerto Galera after the lockdown. We recognize that Puerto Galera is still one of the major tourist attractions in the province, and it will always be. It was held as one of the most beautiful bays in the world and is declared by UNESCO as a man and biosphere reserve. However, in the interest of health safety, several protocols and restrictions are in place for the tourists who wish to visit the white sand beaches of Puerto Galera. So once again, we invite you to begin your Luck by Oriental Mindoro and experience the island of surprises. We promise that your journey here will be worth it.
Mahal ko ang aming lalawigan, nagbibigting na perlas sa timog katagalugan. Pakifiesta, mahal ka na sa aming sinilangan. Gusto lang kaya, masaganang yaman. Halina't langin ang Oriental Mindoro, hitik sa pagbabago at kulturang Pilipino. Mangyanhal kung Tamaraw at lawa ng nauhan ay diwa at lakas ng ating katanyagan. Magagandang tanawin, bundok anan, malinis na hangin
buhangin at dalampasigan. Saan man mapunta, Oriental, Mindoro, kay sarap ang balikan. Mahal tanak, mahal ko ang aming lalawigan. Dingding na perlas sa tibok katagalugan. Makifiesta, mahal tanak sa aming sinilangan. Putlo ng kabuhayan, masaganang yaman. Mahal tanak, mahal ko ang aming lalawigan. Nagniningning na perlas sa tibok katagalugan. Makifiesta, mahal tanak sa aming sinilangan. Bayan, kasaganang yaman. Matapos maligo sa Puerto Galera, mabighani sa talon ng Tamaraw, sa Mindoro, Bako at lungsod ng Calapan. Gumako naman tayo papunta sa Nauhan, Victoria, Pola, Socorro, Paiko, Salawa at Aling Tukasin ang pinamalaya sa Gloria. Saan nagmumula ang saging na sapa sa Bansud? Bungabungay sa gang kilala, masaya ang biyahe. Konting-konti na lang at mararating mo na ang Rojas, Masaray, kay sarap ng isda. At doon matatanaw ang bulalakaw na kahit malayo ay hindi madadala. Mahal ta na, ngayon pa lang sumama na. Tuloy ang fiesta! Mahal ta na ko ang aming lalawigan. Nagniningning na perlas sa timog katagalugan. Makifiesta, mahal ta na sa aming sinilangan. Puslo ng kabuhayan, masaganang yaman. Mahal ta na, mahal ko ang aming lalawigan. Nagniningning na perlas sa timog katagalugan. Makifiesta, mahal ta na sa aming sinilangan. Puslo ng kabuhayan, masaganang yaman. Puslo ng kabuhayan, masaganang yaman. Wow!
Panasonic. I spoke with women who had dark spots and how they solved it. For so many years, I spent a lot on trying products that didn't lighten my dark spots.
My dark spots came because of hormonal changes during my last pregnancy.
I had dark spots, a skin condition I inherited from my mom. It's called melasma.
Use PinoCare, the clinically proven solution to melasma. Take PinoCare.
Mega, we care.
Nagbabalik ang Kalokal TV at dahil oras na ng merienda ngayon, patatakamin muna namin kayo. Babalik ang Kalokal TV with Cavite and Oriental Mindoro. At of course, kasama ko ngayon from the Tourism Office of Cavite, Karen Delara. Karen, hi! Kumusta ka?
Hi, good afternoon. Ayan, parang baliktad yata yung
Yan. Okay. Nakaano ka yata? Okay lang yan. Sige, live tayo. And then of course, kasama natin from Oriental Mindoro Tourism Office, Cherry Jean Sanchez. Hi, Cherry!
Hi!
Magandang hapon sa iyo dyan sa Calapan, no? You're in Calapan exactly?
Yes.
In Calapan. Kumusta ka? Kumusta ka, Cherry?
Okay naman dito. We're medyo gloomy lang yung weather because of the coming typhoon, as we all know.
Okay. Habang inaayos ni Karen. Karen, are you okay?
Okay lang, ang hirap ng ganito.
Okay lang. Sige, nakakagutom yung mga pinresent nyo na food. For Cavite, it's actually the pansit pusit. Ngayon ko lang narinig, pansit pusit. Usually hindi naman nga, ngayon ko lang nalaman na hinahaluan ng pusit ang pansit. Tama ba ako? So is it a signature pansit of Cavite? Tell us more about this, Karen.
Actually, actually matagal ng ano yan eh. That's an old recipe dito sa Cavite. 'Di ba you all know naman kasi portions of Cavite are coastal.
Yes.
So, sabi nila, no, sabi nung ng mga historians na nakakausap namin, yung mga mangingisda daw noon, no, di ba pag yung nakakahuli sila ng pusit, so ibebenta nila sa palengke, tapos syempre di ba may mga natitira na maliliit. So hindi na nabibili. What they do, inuuwi nila sa bahay, tapos lulutuin ngayon nila. So dahil ang pusit pag naluto, kumukonte kasi lumiliit siya. So ang ginawa nila is to mix it with noodles, sotanghon or bihon. So yon. Medyo nagsimula siya as food ng mga maralitang Caviteño. Yon.
So sikat na sikat tong pansit pusit ng Cavite. So this is exactly from Ashong's, tama ba ako? Ashong's Cavite Restaurant. So sila ba yung nagpauso nito? Sila lang ba yung gumagawa nito sa Cavite?
No, actually maraming restaurants, pero Ashong's is one of the restaurants. Actually nag-start sila as karinderya. Yung father ni Mr. Sunny Lua, the one who demonstrated kanina, sila yung unang nagtinda. Sila yung unang nag-mark. Kasi dati pagkaing bahay lang talaga siya. So sa Cavite City, nagtayo sila ng karinderya. Actually, ang tagal din nun eh. Matagal ding nagbukas yung karinderya na yon hanggang sa lumipat sila ng ng mas malaking
area or space.
Sa Silang.
Yes. But dun tayo sa Oriental Mindoro kasi nakakagutom rin yung suman sa lihiya. Ano ba to? Kiniklaim ba to ni Oriental Mindoro na inyo ba yon? Sa inyo ba nag-start yung ganong klaseng innovation ng suman sa lihiya? Tell us, Cherry.
So actually, as we all know, suman is a very common native delicacy, most particularly in Southern Luzon, in the Calabarzon and Mimaropa regions. Common siya sa mga kasalan, di ba? May mga suman. And ito namang suman na present namin, suman sa lihiya. So meron siyang lihiya or yung lye, na which makes it somewhat greenish in color, and then we paired it with cocoa jam. So because rice and coconut is one of the major products of in the agriculture sector of Oriental Mindoro. So it's a perfect pair. The suman is perfect with the sweetness of the cocoa jam. So yun yung innovation na
suman. Di ba madalas yung suman nasasama kapag, di ba kapag merong wedding, kapag may mga kasalan, di ba parang kasama na siya doon sa ano ba to? Menu, yung parang pre-specialty or pre-food na binibigay doon sa boat party. Tama 'di ba?
Kasama siya ng kalamay. Suman and kalamay.
Kalamay. Okay. Anong kalamay ng Oriental Mindoro? 'Di ba may iba't ibang kulay ng kalamay? Merong super dark, parang chocolate brown, tapos merong light na. Of course, sa sugar na 'yon, 'di ba? Pero ano yung kalamay? Anong klase ng kalamay na meron sa Oriental Mindoro?
Ang pinaka-common na kalamay dito is yung dark brown, yung dark chocolate brown, yun yung ano dito.
Nagugutom talaga ako. Karen, okay ka lang ba dyan? Okay ka lang ba dyan? Karen, ano pa ba yung ibang signature food or specialty ni Cavite aside dyan sa pansit pusit na yan? Ano ba yung pag sinabing Cavite, sige, gusto kong pumunta dyan kasi gusto kong tikman yung pagkain na to sa Cavite.
Madami. Actually, yung mga talagang popular sa Cavite, yun. The pansit pusit, and then we have the kalandrakas. Ito, matutuwa ka din, Tito, kasi kalandrakas is actually a soup. Para siyang comfort food, no? Nagsimula siya, no, meron din siyang historical background, sorry. Nagsimula siya, kalandrakas, no, from the word kalandra, or yung,
Kalandra.
yung kalandra, ito yung ano ba tawag dito? Yung ginagamit sa funeral parlor. Sa morgue. Sorry no, yung,
okay. So wait.
Doon niya nakuha yung pangalan niya. Kasi noon, no, pag merong wake, no, whenever there's a wake, no, yung mga mahihirap na tao na nakikiramay, no, na gustong makiramay doon sa may patay. Since they cannot afford to give cash, so ang binibigay nila are vegetables, meat, ganyan. So, pinapatong yun doon sa kalandra. Pero malinis naman na yun. So, doon nila nakuha yung name. So, ang ginagawa ngayon, niluluto nila yun. Actually, wala siyang specific recipe. So, kung anong gulay yung nandun, kung anong meat yung nandun, mga chorizo, tapos pwedeng either pasta or bihon or sotanghon, yun yung ginagamit nila. Tapos, yun din yung pinapakain doon sa mga nagvi-vigil.
I see. So parang ang daming comfort food ni Cavite, no? Parang most of your food, parang congee base, parang soup base yung mga, or parang vermicelli base or soup base yung mga food ni Cavite.
Oo, iba-iba, marami. And then marami din mga kakanin, like we have the samala rice cake. Para rin siyang bibingka.
Parang bibingka. Okay. Si Oriental Mindoro, aside from the suman sa lihiya, doon tayo sa entry. Ano yung pinaka main dish na pinopromote ni Oriental Mindoro? Seafood ba to or meat ba to? Anong klaseng pagkain or putahe meron kay Oriental Mindoro?
Actually, kasi nga isla kami, napapaligiran ng tubig, ng dagat. Marami kaming seafood dishes dito. Wala namang particular na kasi Oriental Mindoros kami dito, mahilig kami sa food. So,
lahat naman tayo mahilig sa food.
yung mga dishes namin dito mostly are adopted from different provinces or sa mga lugar na nakapalibot sa amin, and with the inspiration from their foods also.
Ayan. Dahil pasensya na po kung ginugutom namin kayo sa usapan na ito, pero when we return, syempre pag-uusapan natin yung focus natin today, which is the tourism development plans ng both province. And then ano talaga yung mga challenge nyo ngayong pandemic, and then moving forward, ano yung plans ng province of Cavite and Oriental Mindoro moving ahead or moving forward, like next year, ano talaga yung plano sa mga turista, and then yung about the tourism industry. That's when Kalokal TV returns.
I spoke with women who had dark spots and how they solved it. For so many years, I spent a lot on trying products that didn't lighten my dark spots.
My dark spots came because of hormonal changes during my last pregnancy.
I had dark spots, a skin condition I inherited from my mom. It's called melasma.
Use PinoCare, the clinically proven solution to melasma. Take PinoCare.
Mega, we care.
Panasonic.
And we are back here at Kalokal TV, your collaborative tourism channel. Siyempre kasama pa rin natin si Karen Delara ng Cavite Tourism Office and si Cherry Sanchez ng Oriental Mindoro Tourism Office. Ayan. Karen, simulan muna natin. Since medyo nagkaroon tayo ng technical issue with regards to the tourism plans and then the COVID guidelines for the tourists of Cavite. Ano yung paano mo i-summarize the presentation kanina? Ano yung pwede mong sabihin sa atin ngayon?
Well, yes. Katulad naman din ng lahat, no? Cavite is greatly affected by the pandemic. So, marami sa mga, halos lahat, no? Halos lahat ng mga tourism events and activities namin, we have to cancel. So, we have to think of alternative plans and programs na pwede naming ipalit. Pero, yung focus talaga namin ngayon ay more of planning. More on planning. We have the formulation of the Provincial Tourism Development Plan. That's a 3-year plan. Actually, by phase ito, no? Kasi sobrang laki ng Cavite. Ilang cities and municipalities din kami. So we have to do it by phase. And then we have the Tourism Crisis Management Plan. So I think lahat talaga tayo kailangan nito. So this is a response and recovery plan. No?
Response and recovery plan.
We will start with this before the end of the year. And then with the new normal din, dahil medyo mahirap din to collect statistical data. So isa din sa mga priority programs namin or projects namin is the statistics database system. So this is an online system kung saan instead of us calling or emailing yung mga tourism establishment to submit their tourist arrivals. So dito na nila, i-upload na lang nila. Tapos this will also serve as a tourism portal na rin. So eventually magiging website na rin, hopefully, And then product development, yung development of new and existing products and assets ng Cavite. So, pwedeng site, pwede rin namang tourism product. So, we would assist, either, so for example, sa products, sa packaging, sa marketing, and then para naman sa mga tourism attractions, ganun din, marketing, or kung kailangan ba natin siyang i-develop pa, Also, dito rin papasok actually sa infrastructure projects namin, yung development ng mga tourism sites and attractions. And
with this planning, with this planning, of course, it's not only the tourism office, You are coordinating directly with the, let's say, all the tourism stakeholders, including, of course, the operators, the resort owners, or the establishments, or this is just a plan of the government or the provincial government?
This is the initiative of the provincial government, of the Provincial Tourism and Cultural Affairs Office. But then we have to coordinate with LGUs and other agencies, and kasama na rin dito yung mga private stakeholders kasi hindi naman namin to kayang gawin mag-isa.
Yeah.
Oo. And then the usual, the marketing and promotion, so yung mga participation sa mga trade fairs, yung mga annual events namin, the support to the events of the LGU, so kasama yan. And then yung production then of the digital materials, no? Dahil nga lahat tayo ngayon ay digital na, so
Yes.
yung mga virtual tours, yung mga electronic na travel guides, and then what else? Kasama na rin dyan yung mga production ng mga AVP syempre na
Correct.
pwede naming i-post sa social media. And then the development of tourism circuit, no, especially ngayon ang focus natin, no, the campaign of DOT is the Pinas Muna Tayo campaign. So
Yes.
gumawa kami ng circuits. Primarily we will be promoting the Metro Tagaytay area kasi ito yung naunang mag-open.
Okay. How many circuits ba to? Kasi 'di ba ang laki nung Cavite. You're talking about when you talk about circuits, these are locations ba or yung mga parang areas? Yun ba yung circuits?
Yes, oo. Actually, ang circuit, this involves 2 or more towns, no, na kumbaga parang almost the same, no, yung profile, yung tourism profile nila. So actually madami siya eh. Kung nakita niyo yung presentation kanina, I think we have about ilang routes ba yun? Probably siguro mga 5 yata yun or 6. So merong historical, merong eco-adventure, meron ding sports and
Yes.
recreation. Yun, marami siya actually.
Correct. Okay. Cherry, the campaign about biyaheng on Oriental Mindoro, kailan siya nagsimula and ano yung mga kumbaga parang dapat programs nyo na hindi natuloy because of this pandemic when you started that campaign?
Okay, our Lakbay Oriental Mindoro.
Yes.
Yes, Lakbay Oriental Mindoro campaign. We have actually several projects na naka-line up supposedly this year for tourism and culture and the arts. Supposedly, kung hindi dahil sa pandemic, on November 15, in time for our 70th founding anniversary, we will be opening na sana yung Provincial Heritage Museum. Unfortunately, nagkaroon nga ng pandemic and then na-stop siya. So that's one. And yung katulad ng mga nabanggit ko kanina, yung Mangyan Heritage Museum, Mangyan Heritage and Cultural Center, and then yung tourist rest area and souvenir stops. Yun yung mga project, yung mga major projects na naka-line up. We also have the Puerto Galera windmill view deck because meron tayong windmill dito sa Puerto Galera, and we are proposing na magkaroon ng activity doon. So ito yung view deck. And then ayun. That's our projects.
I see. At least may mga plans pa rin. Yun nga lang syempre, of course, because of this pandemic, na-stop yung mga programs and activities nung tourism, the activities that you planned before the pandemic, hindi naman natin to ine-expect. 7 months after the lockdown, kumusta na si Cavite? Kumusta na si Oriental Mindoro in terms of the programs nga, and then meron bang parang weekly or parang proper coordination with all the stakeholders na okay, ano yung mga challenges na experience ng mga private operators? Meron bang mga ganung consultations na nangyayari? Kumusta ang sitwasyon ngayon sa Cavite at sa Oriental Mindoro?
Ayun.
Karen?
Sige.
Well, for Cavite, no, yung situation ngayon, so gradually nag-open na yung mga tourism establishments namin. On November, we are actually we will be hosting an economic forum and tourism summit that will focus on the tourism crisis and management plan. So this will be a consultation workshop with the LGUs and the private sectors for
Of
the
course, this is still
for
virtual.
the
This is going to be virtual
this
event?
lahat ng mga activities namin ngayon virtual ngayon. So yung mga like September we're supposedly holding yung tourism month celebration. So what we did, gumawa na lang muna kami ng ibang activities that were conducted virtually. So we had the Musika Vite, and then meron din kaming disinfection drive na ginawa sa religious sites and public parks.
How about Oriental Mindoro? Kumusta ang Oriental Mindoro?
Sa ngayon, Oriental Mindoro is open only for the local tourists within the province. So, ang open pa lang ngayon from the tourists from outside is Puerto Galera. Pero subject siya to several protocols like kailangan muna mag-register sa mobile application nila, which is the tourist registration of Puerto Galera. And then there, kailangan mong mag-book muna ng accommodation and i-present mo yung negative result ng RT-PCR bago ka makabiyahe papunta sa Puerto Galera. And several other destinations have opened like the resorts and yung ating mga rivers na pwedeng puntahan, pasyalan ng ating locals pero within Oriental Mindoro lang.
Within Oriental Mindoro lang. So even from Occidental Mindoro, hindi pa rin sila allowed pumasok sa Oriental Mindoro?
Yes, as tourists.
As tourists?
Opo.
Okay. With Cavite, open naman for all, no? Wala namang sinasabi na you have to be a local of Cavite lang yung... Kasi syempre, you're very open naman si Cavite. Like yung mga taga Manila can go to Cavite. Wala namang guideline na gano'n or wala namang concern?
Each LGU kasi they have they can create their own guidelines. So oo. If yung tourists would like to visit, say for example Tagaytay, so they can actually coordinate first with the LGU as to the existing guidelines kasi actually medyo pabago-bago talaga siya eh.
Ano na bang status ng Go ahead, Karen. Go ahead.
Yeah, pero generally open na ang Cavite. So yun lang, they have to comply, the tourists they have to comply with the guidelines being implemented by the LGUs na nakakasakop doon sa mga tourism sites and attractions sa gusto nilang puntahan.
I see. So the guidelines kasi nga nag-iiba-iba depende sa setup nila or sa situation nung locality, doon nakadepende yung mga guidelines for the tourist. Okay.
Yes.
Pag-usapan naman natin yung mga types of or categories ng mga establishments na open na sa Cavite and then sa Oriental Mindoro. May mga ganun ba? May mga categories ba na okay, ito lang yung pwedeng mag-open kasi ito lang yung kasi of course they have to have the proper documents and parang kailangan din nilang sumunod dun sa mga protocol ng government para mabigyan sila ng permit to operate, correct? So ano yung mga klaseng establishments na open na sa Cavite?
Sa Cavite, marami na tayong open na marami na tayong open na mga accommodation establishments, mga hotels. We also have mga restaurants. Actually, lahat naman ng tourism related establishment can open provided na they secure the certificate of permission to operate from the department.
Correct.
Authority to operate, yes. So yun yung number one na requirement.
So if let's say I own if let's say I own a private, ganun talaga I own. Kung halimbawa meron akong private resort or villa sa Cavite, so of course I have to secure permit to operate or invite na parang sige open na ako, I can enlist again on those platforms to promote my property. Tama ako, dadaan ka pa rin sa ganung proseso.
Yes, oo. And you have to before DOT grants you the certificate, no. Yung authority to operate, you have to apply for DOT accreditation. I guess lahat naman ganun. The same with the other provinces, the other regions. Kasi it's that's a national guidelines from DOT.
Okay. So, Oriental Mindoro, lahat ba ng resorts open na sa, let's say, White Beach or dun sa part ng Puerto Galera, Cherry?
Ayun. Same with others po. The hotels and resorts na open lang and allowed to operate are those with the accreditation or the certificate of authority to operate from DOT. Kaya nga po sinasabi namin sa kanila na chance na yon na to apply for accreditation. Kasi even without the pandemic naman, kailangan pa rin ng accreditation, required pa rin ang accreditation from DOT. So, this is an opportunity for them to apply na. Kasi ngayon actually, virtual inspection na lang yung naganap. Dati kasi physical, so ngayon virtual na lang. And then you have to pass the documents na lang via email. And since MGCQ naman ang Oriental Mindoro, open na po yung ating mga resorts and yung mga pools and the beaches, allowed naman po yung tourists and visitors to go there.
Kaso, yun nga lang, within the
Yes
province
po.
lang, within the
Locals
province.
lang,
So,
local.
kailan kami pwedeng makabisita sa Puerto Galera? Like ako, I'm from Batangas. So, kailan ako pwedeng tumawid sa Puerto Galera?
If you're planning to go to Puerto Galera, open naman po sila, provided na bibigay mo yung mga documents or yung mga requirements na kailangan. Yes.
So, saan ako unang pupunta? If let's say, I'm a traveler from Manila, and then, syempre, doon ako pupunta sa Batangas Port. Sa Batangas Port ba ako mag-fill up ng lahat ng mga documents or online ba to? Meron bang online processing?
Merong application ang Puerto Galera na pwedeng ma-download sa mga Play Store and it's called Tourist Registration of Puerto Galera. So doon nyo na lang i-upload yung mga requirements like the result ng RT-PCR and then the travel authority and then kailangan prior to that magbo-book ka na ng reservation mo dun sa hotel, naka-enlist dun sa app yung mga hotels and resorts na meron ng authority to operate.
Okay. You mentioned kanina about the reopening of Puerto Galera on August. So,
Yes.
sure na tuloy ba to? Anong plano? Anong program for that reopening of Puerto Galera? Will you
Yes
be
po.
inviting tourists or guests from outside the province?
Yes po. Actually, yung sinasabi ko kanina, the application for the tourists na po yon from outside Oriental Mindoro. So, kailangan lang mag-book doon and then i-comply lang yung mga requirements and pwedeng pumunta.
Ano nga bang date nito? Ano yung exact date natin? August
15 sila na reopen ang Puerto Galera. And instead, dati kasi before the pandemic, merong mga boats na available dun sa Batangas Port. Pero
yes.
ngayon, isa na lang yung entry and exit point. It's the Berberabe Port. It's a smaller port. Yeah. And
that one is not exactly in Batangas Port, tama? Yung Berberabe Port is parang nasa part ng Simlong, Batangas yata, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes
yung
po. Yes.
after Tel, tama ako.
Kapag walang sasakyan. Pero kapag you have your vehicle with you, pwede naman sa Calapan Port. Basta ipapakita lang yung requirements.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sige. Pag-usapan naman natin, moving forward, since nandito pa rin tayo sa ganitong sitwasyon, what's your outlook? Meron na bang, when you talk about in your office, parang meron na bang may tourism outlook na ba moving forward? Ano talaga yung plano for next year? Let's say, okay, pag-usapan natin 2021, fully open na ba lahat ng establishments, lahat ng resorts? Everyone can travel ba? Or everyone can go to, to Oriental, Mindoro, and Cavite and book the resorts there or the hotels? Karen, what's the outlook? What's the tourism outlook based on sa mga nagiging meetings nyo? Yeah.
Sorry, come again, please.
What's the plan? I mean, what can you see moving forward? Ano yung meron na ba kayong nakikita na pagbabago by 2021 in terms of movement ng tourists, ng mga establishments? Any idea on that?
Well, sa ngayon, no, hindi talaga natin din pa masabi, no. We're still uncertain kung talagang 100% no magba-bounce back na ba talaga ang tourism, no, not just for Cavite, no, but for the whole of the country by next year. Pero we are preparing, no, for that. So may mga plans and programs na kami na ginagawa for next year.
I see. So with that plans, everything is virtual pa rin ba? Parang for next year, you think so your activities for the tourism industry in Cavite, is it still going to be all online?
We're planning for both.
For both.
Siguro tayo. Oo,
So-
kasi we cannot be sure eh. Oo, no?
Yeah,
Diba kasi
yeah.
in other countries nagkaroon ng second wave, no? Although kukonti na lang yung cases sa Cavite, no? But we cannot really be sure kung ano
And
yung
take the
magiging
risk,
sitwasyon natin
correct? Mahirap.
here. Oh. So yung mga programs na gagawin namin, dapat pwedeng virtual, pwede rin naman yung talagang actual or yung physical na conduct ng mga events and activities.
Yeah, with the mix of virtual and actual or on-ground event, are you looking at para mga second quarter, okay na to do those activities in Cavite, you think? Second quarter or third quarter of next year?
Oo. Actually, mga first quarter meron na kami eh. Oo. Kasi we
Wow.
have a calendar of activities for the whole year. Yes.
Interesting. How about Oriental Mindoro? And moving forward, what are the plans? Sorry, Karen.
Actually, the first half of the year kasi more of culture related activities. Tapos on the second half naman, ito yung mga tourism promotion and marketing. Pero in between that, ayun nga, meron kaming mga iba pang activities like capacity building. Tapos syempre hindi mawawala dyan, no, yung continuous monitoring pa rin talaga ng mga establishments.
Correct. Very important syempre yung monitoring and proper coordination with establishments, with the private sector. How about
Yes.
Oriental Mindoro?
Then with also namin, yung mga infra project, no, kasi na-delay yun eh kasi
Okay.
Oo, yes, we have to wala kami magagawa, no, but to delay the
course.
projects kasi nga na-divert yung funds eh. So we're hoping, no, sa ngayon tinuloy pa rin namin the planning and design, no, for the rehabilitation of the Andres Bonifacio Park in Indang and the Battle of Binakayan Monument in Meat, and then we have the development of Malibik-Libik Falls, it's ecotourism site in General Emilio Aguinaldo, and yung establishment na Tourist Information and Assistance Center. So tinutuloy pa rin namin the planning and design. So we're hoping, no, na may budget na for next year para ma-procure na namin.
Sige, manawagan ka para sa budget nyo. Okay. How about Oriental Mindoro? Ano yung plans moving forward? Or ano yung outlook nyo for, let's say, the nearest 2021? Ano yung nakikita nyo ng mangyayari sa island?
So kami sa Oriental Mindoro, ang strategies na gagawin namin for next year is blended na lang siya na virtual and physical. So we're being ready for virtual and then physical. Ang main project namin for next year is ma-launch sana yung mobile application for the Oriental Mindoro tourism. So, eto kasi inisip namin na magagamit din namin siya naka-lockdown man or hindi or to promote and then para na rin ma-monitor namin yung tourists na pumupunta sa province namin. And ayun, continuous pa rin ang campaign namin for DOT accreditation and yung strong presence pa rin sa social media kasi very important ang social media sa panahon ngayon kasi we're laying down the ground na para to build the excitement of the people. Continuous yung present namin ng napakagandang mga lugar ng Oriental Mindoro para in case na pwede na mag-open na lahat next year. So maalala nila, ay, ito yung nakita natin, maganda to, punta tayo dito kapag pwede na.
Interesting. I like that yung sinabi mo na even at this pandemic or at this time na syempre limited yung galaw natin, the interactions, very restricted, no? But then you are nakakagawa pa rin kayo ng mga innovations on how to yung parang ma-reach yung market. So the digitalization of the tourism industry is very important. Yung mga applications online, it's very important. Syempre, everybody's going digital. So I like it. I love the idea na sumusunod syempre si tourism kasi syempre our tourists are not really from mas marami from outside, 'di ba? Syempre parang if we want to target them, if we want to reach them, of course we have to be digital. So yun lang yung way Yun lang yung way natin to target them even na nasa ganito tayong sitwasyon. Sa Cavite ba in place din ba yung digitalization natin sa Cavite? In terms of yung mga projects ni Cavite or mga plans and projects para ma-promote si Cavite? Karen? May mga digital, yung digital infrastructure ba ni tourism office or tourism industry sa Cavite is in place na rin?
Again, sorry, medyo nawawala.
Yeah, the digital infrastructure. I'm talking about the going digital of tourism industry. So sa Cavite ba, is it in place already? Like mga online forms ba tayo if we go to a certain resort or coordinate with a certain establishment? Lahat ba yan online na rin? Ang communication, ang coordination?
Yes.
Okay, at least we are moving forward. Everybody
adapting to the digitalization.
Yes.
I guess
very important yan. Correct, very important. And I think we covered naman everything today with Cavite and Yes, Karen, medyo may naglalag lang. Sige, you're saying something.
Yes, actually last week we had an orientation on Digipalengke. It's actually an online platform where the small, medium, and micro tourism enterprises can sell their products, can market their products online.
Oh, that's nice. At least, di ba, the government would also put a big budget on going digital, yung digitalization ng lahat ng sectors. So it's very important na sumabay tayo sa pagiging digital. Yes. Yung last question ko before I let you go, bakit mahalagang pag-usapan ang turismo sa sitwasyon natin ngayon? Na even in the middle of this health crisis, bakit mahalaga pa ring pag-usapan ang tourism plans, ang tourism industry? Let's Cherry.
Ayun. Kasi mahalaga na pag-usapan pa rin natin ang tourism kasi katulad sa Oriental Mindoro, ang main industries namin ay tourism talaga at agriculture. So, dito kumukuha ng livelihood at ng income ang mga mostly ng Mindoreños. And this way, mapapakita din natin yung kung ano yung mga magaganda at mga kahali-halina na puntahan dito sa Oriental Mindoro kahit na nasa bahay lang tayo. So it reminds them na yung mga destination it reminds them about the destinations na pwede nilang puntahan after nito. And then para na rin makatulong doon sa mga citizens natin na umaasa dito na nakasandal dito sa tourism industry.
Tama. Okay, Karen.
Yes. Oo, alam naman natin no that tourism no is an economic driver. So hindi natin pag-uusapan kasi like no with what happened sa pandemic, ang daming nagsarang establishments, ang daming nawalan ng trabaho. So for us no sa government, it's just right na we have to talk about this. We have to plan kasi we need to uplift yung mga affected tourism establishments and workers natin. Kasi ang tourism naman hindi mawawala yan di ba? Even with the pandemic, actually no nag-open nga ang Tagaytay, biglang dagsa ng mga tourists. So it's just kumbaga parang isipin natin kumbaga parang even with the situation, people would still want to go to places kasi it's one way of releasing stress na rin So kung hindi man nila magawa physically at least like kami sa Cavite, we're planning to do more virtual tours para kahit papano pag natapos na tong pandemic, they would know kung saan yung pupuntahan nila sa Cavite.
Tama. Ayan. So, maraming salamat sa pagsama nyo sa akin today. It's been very inspiring and yun nga, encouraging for us na parang kating-kating na talaga kaming gumala, no? So, kailangan namin talagang malaman yung mga guidelines and protocols kapag gusto ko pumunta ng Puerto Galera or when I visit Cavite. So, thank you very much, Karen De Lara of Cavite Tourism Office and of course, Cherry Jean Sanchez of Oriental Mindoro Tourism Office. Maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa. Cherry, are you still there?
Yes. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I hope, of course, I'll visit you in our office kapag okay na ang lahat. Then, yeah, we'll have a talk on different programs na gusto nating gawin with Kalokal TV and then Cavite and Oriental Mindoro. So, Karen and Cherry, maraming salamat sa pagsama nyo sa akin again. Thank you and God bless. Kalokal TV will be right back.
I spoke with women who had dark spots and how they solved it. For so many years, I spent a lot on trying products that didn't lighten my dark spots.
My dark spots came because of hormonal changes during my last pregnancy.
I had dark spots, a skin condition I inherited from my mom. It's called melasma.
Use PinoCare, the clinically proven solution to melasma. Take PinoCare.
Mega, we care.
welcome back to Kalokal TV. Ayan, ngayong alam na natin yung mga guidelines and protocols from Cavite and Oriental Mindoro. It's very important also to, of course, check with the LGUs kung saan talaga tayo pupunta para at least alam natin yung mga guidelines and all kung paano talaga nila tayo i-allow to visit yung place na pupuntahan natin. Clear communication is very important at this time. So, really, coordination and communication are two important things ngayong mga panahong ito. With all this, maraming salamat sa Cavite at Oriental Mindoro, sa lahat ng mga staff na tumulong sa atin to coordinate with this episode. Maraming salamat sa inyo mga ma'am, sir, sa uulitin. Okay, next week, Kalokal TV will go special with the Tunog special episode of Sandara Trillanes on October 31. So abangan niyo yan because we will be having more music, more fun next week. And then, of course, on November 7 naman, dadayuhin o dadalawin natin virtually ang Laguna, Batangas at Rizal. So same thing, we will talk about the plans of the tourism industry in Laguna, Batangas and Rizal. And of course, on November 14, hindi magpapahuli ang Marinduque at Romblon. Kailangan rin natin pag-usapan ano nga ba ang mga haganapan sa Marinduque at Romblon in terms of the tourism. Open na ba sa tourist ang mga beaches ng Romblon at ng Marinduque? And then on November 21, babalik tayo sa Calabarzon because pupunta tayo ng Quezon. Yes, pupuntahan natin yung Quezon, pero babalik ulit tayo ng Mimaropa para naman sa Occidental, Mindoro at Palawan. That's on November 21 dito lang sa Kalokal TV. Beginning November 28, Kalokal TV will feature interesting places to go. Those vacation getaways na talaga namang na-miss nating puntahan, i-feature natin yan starting November 28. Please connect with us on our socials at Kalokal TV and don't forget to email us at kalokaltv@gmail.com. Again, that's kalokaltv@gmail.com. And then for those who have sent already their message, pakihintay lang po, we will be replying to your messages via email. Because we want to continue what we love to do, which is to support the local businesses and local tourism via Kalokal TV. For sponsorship and partnership, of course, email us at kalokaltv@gmail.com. There you go. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Stand by for our Tunog Kalokal with Sandara. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Stay healthy, stay safe. Kalokal tayo, magkalokal tayo. So I am your Kalokal, Carlo. Nandito ka sa Kalokal TV, your collaborative tourism channel. Taga rito ka.
Di ko inakalang darating din sa akin nung ako'y nanalangin kay Bathala naubusan ng umalis nang walang sabi? Bakit di siya lumaban kaunti? Bakit di maitama ang tadhana? Nung nakita kita sa tagpuan ni Bathala, may kinang sa mata na di maintindihan. Tumingin kung saan, sinubukan kong lumisan at tumigil ang mundo. at hindi ko inakalang darating din sa akin nung ako'y